Hey guys, it's Brain here, and I'm going to read you an article by the Statesman Journal, so let's get right into it. Thousands of people filled standing room only tents at the Volcanoes Stadium in Kaiser Friday to hear from election and COVID-19 conspiracy theorists, Christian leaders, and prominent figures pardoned by former President Donald J. Trump. The sold-out ReAwaken America Tour rally drew about 4,000 attendees. Among the top-billed speakers were Trump's son Eric Trump and former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Flynn pleaded guilty to a felony for making false statements to the FBI about an investigation into communications with Russia. Trump then later on pardoned him into his term, and about 50 counter-protesters also held a peaceful demonstration outside. Many focused on the support of Native American communities. The rally will continue all day Saturday as well. Kaiser police warned of likely traffic congestion both days around Kaiser Station, including Chamorro Road, out of concern for employee safety and traffic. Some stores in Kaiser Station, including Target, were closed Friday and may be closed again Saturday. Some bus routes in the area were also impacted. Kaiser police vehicles were parked near the event and encircled the stadium Friday. The rally had the feel and the surface of a state fair. Fried food trucks, along with the Silverton's beloved cheesecakes and Mama's dough on the go, fed attendees. Vendors sold Trump bobbleheads, books about vaccines, and MyPillow products. People wore American flag apparel, MAGA hats, and Let's Go Brandon t-shirts. One man wore a shirt urging to arrest Fauci. Some wore the yellow and black unofficial uniform of the Proud Boys. Several families were in attendance. Many attendees said that they drove hours to see speakers and attend the rally. Standing next to a life-size cardboard cutout of MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, Katie Gamble said that she drove from Spokane, Washington. "It feels like a family reunion," she said. "We've been following these people, listening to these people, what we believe to be true." Renee Worrell and her sister-in-law drove from Olympia, Washington, convinced God was going to save America from despair. Listening to the speakers in the past made her realize something. "I need to get out and do something." The event featured several pastors and faith leaders. Other clergy from Oregon and across the country have spoken out against the rally. Faithful America sponsored a mobile billboard calling on speakers to stop twisting our faith to attack democracy and denounce promoters of the QAnon conspiracy. "We reject General Flynn's hijacking of the gospel for political purposes," says Reverend Nathan, an executive director of Faithful America, said. "This tour is a dangerous and immoral political event in Jesus' name that promotes misinformation, lies, and even outright violence, and has no place in the Church of God." The rally was initially planned to be held in Redmond, but it was cancelled after public scrutiny. It drew controversy after the Bend Bulletin reported an event planner stated in an email that they had gotten personal assurance from Republican Deschutes County commissioners that the state's mask mandate, which was still in effect at the time, wouldn't be enforced. County officials denied that occurred, according to the bulletin, and the county later asked event organizers to sign a contract addendum agreeing to follow the mandate. The event in Redmond was scrapped. Leaders with the River Church in Salem then reached out to the organizers of the event. Podcaster Clay Clark offered to host the rally in Salem, according to reporting from the Bend Bulletin. Volcanoes Stadium was built in 1997 on land owned by the city of Kaiser. Kaiser Volcanoes owner Jerry Walker paid for the stadium construction and entered into a contract with the city to lease the site. The city leases the stadium to Salem Kaiser Sports Enterprises, LLC. Kaiser interim city manager Wes Hare said that the city has no role in deciding what events are held at the stadium. Those protesting the rally said city leaders should have done more to denounce the event and discourage Volcanoes Stadium from hosting. Community activist Hannah Shooting Bear said that the event is being held on native land. Much of the Willamette Valley originally belonged to the Kalapuya tribe. The inaction of the Kaiser City Council was disheartening, she said. "This opens up a big can of worms," she said. City Council, they're going to support profit over people. They are not thinking about the safety of their people. Now that tells me something. Election time is coming in pretty soon. Juliani Jackson, founder of Black Joy Oregon, said the rally made her feel unsafe in her own community. She appreciated nearby businesses like Target and Lowe's listening to her concerns about employee safety, but said that she felt largely ignored by city officials. After the event, she said the attendees of the rally, many of whom are from out of state, would be in the community. Social media postings for a post-rally celebration of Anglo-American identity circulated online. It is very important to read between the lines and know that means whiteness, Jackson said, and that means danger for people and people that look like me. Walker, the Volcanoes owner, was among the speakers at the rally Friday. He said a Christian revival held at the stadium in November spurred him to take action and embrace what he believed was the truth. He said he believes the COVID-19 vaccine caused his mother's cancer and his brother's medical emergency, despite her not believing this. Many of the speaker's claims of widespread election fraud and COVID-19 misinformation have been largely disproven by election experts and medical community. Walker said people have been angry over him agreeing to host a rally at the stadium. There's a lot of haters, he said, to a chorus of boos. They have not hesitated to share their hate with us in a variety of ways, like canceling season tickets and like canceling sponsorships. In the church's lunch hour of power on Facebook, River Church pastor Lou Wooton said the event was moved from Salem Church to the stadium following overwhelming demand for more space. Instead of the 2,500 tickets initially announced, there were 4,000 tickets for sale at $250 each. However, on the Facebook video, Wooton said tickets would be available at a reduced price for those who could not afford to go otherwise. Flynn thanked Walker for saving the rally at the last minute. Flynn was set to deliver his keynote and address later on Friday, but took time earlier in the day to introduce Walker and thank the city of Keizer and the Keizer Police Department. That's the end of the article, guys. Now, the main reason why I decided to cover this was because this recent rally was happening close by, and I even wasn't aware of this until I looked around and all the traffic was starting to close, and I decided to cover this in a couple of minutes. So yeah, guys, if you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
In love with a demon, so but love can never tell. I just need a shawty black paint on her nails. Secrets never tell. You just do the most.